Hey everyone, so I didn't film everything I did today mostly because I started and you'll probably see that in the beginning. Um, and I'm like partway through, I'm just like, when I was cutting these out, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a boring video if that's all they see me do today. So I didn't film, but as you can see, I got a good portion of this side of the wall done. It only took me 3.5 hours. I say only because I was really, once I got started, expected it to take me a lot longer. But I think my blade here is dulling. I mean, I know this thing is like super hot, so I'm gonna leave that cool down. I'm obviously done for the day because I gotta go again and get ready for work. But I mean, beautiful weather today, so I brought all my gear again. So always am wearing my gear so that I'm safe. But hopefully I have some more time this week. I didn't really have a lot of time last week because I had a paper I had to do in a speech, and I thought I had another paper, but then my teacher was nice enough not to, my history teacher was nice enough not to give that to us. But yeah, I'm guessing on this section here, since it's only like just a little under half of what that was, I have a feeling this is going to take me another 2 hours, and then other side is going to probably take me a total of 5.5 hours, just because 3.5 plus 2 hours. And then, so if I have a good 7 hours of free time this week, which who knows if that'll happen. I mean, if I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and eat lunch at the bus, I might be able to get all the metal off and then get the wall stuff off. Get the metal off the wall, get the old insulation out, because I mean that's the easy part now. It just pulls right out. And then grind off this. I got that chemical stuff I was talking about for the rest of this rust. It basically turns it into iron phosphate, I think is what it said, which is the opposite of what rust is and stuff. I'll do a whole video on that later if you're all interested on what rust is and how that chemical changes it. But yeah, I need the surface to be clean first, so that's why I'm going to take out the metal and then take out the insulation and all that stuff I just told you, and then I'm going to have to sweep it down real good and then put that stuff down on the floor and then put my sealant down, because that stuff is supposed to convert it and then keep it from getting rusty. But I want to put another sealant down just to be safe, and then put rubber down on top of that, or not rubber but a plastic sheet, and then put down my new plywood. And then once I do that and have these walls ripped out, I can start studying in my new walls, and so I'm real excited about that. And then once I start studying in the new walls, then all that's left is to run electrical, plumbing, stuff like that. I'm still really debating on if I want to take the ceiling down, because I mean it's a lot of screws, not as much as the walls, but if they don't want to screw out nice for me, I don't know if I'll do that. I might just leave it in here, because I mean right now this ceiling isn't extremely cold. I mean, compared to my walls are colder than my ceiling, and that's with the old insulation in my walls. And so I'm guessing they did a little bit more for the insulation here. And so we'll see. It's all really a guessing game to a point. It's like, do you want to do something? Do you want to... It's like money and time is basically the two factors here, and if you don't have one or the other or both, it's tough. I just got my tax return from the federal government, and so that really boosts my morale to work on this before the end of the month. That and the fact that they're taking out the bridge, and so I'm gonna have to come here in a roundabout way next time. But yeah, I found a guy on Facebook who's collecting scrap metal, and so I need to make sure he saw my thing on his post about that. And then, contact him and see if he's willing to come by and pick up all this stuff. Because I mean, if he's willing to come by and pick it up, and maybe even if he doesn't pay, that'd be great, because I don't have to take up room in a dumpster. But if he does pay, then some extra money for me. But yeah, so that's all for today, and hopefully next time I can get all that done, and then maybe evaluate what I want to do up front here. So I'm debating whether I want to rip out all this plywood or just kind of do my best to cut it straight so I can fit my new flooring up next to that. But that's all in my next video. So until then, this is Tim signing up.